folks, and welcome to my channel. So this is the reading for February 2025. The strangest thing keeps happening. Whenever I think of this reading, I want to call it January reading rather than the February reading. And I've been pondering that, and I wonder if there's something here in relation to struggling to let go of January's energies. I mean, January has brought a lot up. It's been a volcano of insights, energy, difficult things, revelations, but also some good things along the way as well. Let's put a card on it. Why do I keep saying January rather than February? Is there something in this needing to let go of January to be able to embrace February? Deceit and trickery. Yeah, letting something go. What I'm feeling here is this collective energy of, and it won't be for everyone, obviously, but there's something here of people are smarting at the injustices that they're seeing, either on the global stage or within their own personal world. And it's almost like I can't give this up because I just can't. I can't turn a blind eye, feeling helpless and hopeless. But the Eight of Cups is a really interesting card because it's all about going on, in some cases, something like a vision quest where we have to go really deep within our consciousness to go forward from something, to leave something behind and gain as much deep inner knowing and knowledge as we can. And at these times that we're in now, we came out of 2024 and we were like, whoa, thank God for that. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. That was just the beginning. There's going to be more and more instances where we've got to level up rather than sink into it. And that's going to be pretty hard. Okay. Before I go any further, because I always forget this, I'm going to start talking about it at the beginning of the video. The next group healing is the 11th and 12th of February 2025, and it's called Healing After Heartbreak. Now, heartbreak comes in many shapes and forms. It can be the losing of a partner or lover. It can be losing a pet, losing a child. It can be heartbreak at life. It can be heartbreak at the global stage. Any time in your life that you have felt heartbreak, either past or present, that you're struggling to process, this group healing could be the one for you. If you want to take part in it, please do go to the description box and the pinned comment below. Scroll down a little bit, it will say next group healing. To take part, click on this link. For more information, watch this video. So it's all there for you, okay? And it's only £22 for 2 days distance channeled healing. So February 2025, and if at any point during this reading I say January, please just ignore me. February. Look at that, that's just fallen out. Five of Cups. This is when someone's in pain. The party's over the Three of Cups. They're let down with something. They're let down with an individual. They feel let down. They feel betrayed. We started this reading with the energy of feeling betrayed. We've got the Two of Cups, which is the Two of Cups card, okay? And that's the card where you've got the man and the woman looking at each other with a cup at their heart level. And it's about the reflections. It's about what's been reflected in my world. What am I seeing? So it always comes up in one-on-one readings when there's internal work needed of why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep having these situations? Why do I keep having these experiences? So there's internal work, but there's also something here about don't push everyone away. Don't push. It's almost like a bit of, I keep getting this disassociation energy in readings lately, where people are disassociating away from all kinds of things because it hurts. There's too many emotions there. It feels too emotional. And please remember that during this awakening and beyond, We're going to be going through a whole range of emotions, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And one of the worst things that we can do for ourselves is to push something out or to pretend it's not there. We've got to get used to feeling the feels, okay? No matter how difficult it feels. This is a time of deep introspection coming up, deep learning, deep teaching. There's also something here about many people going on journeys, physical journeys, energetic journeys where other people can't understand them. Maybe this has been happening for many, many years, or you not understanding why people are doing the things they're doing, saying the things they're saying. They have to be on that individual journey. There's also feels here an energy of separation coming in. We're being told to not separate, but there's also a separation strand running through it where maybe people are not leaving you, but they're doing things you don't understand, that you can't grasp. And it's the same for you. Why are they doing that? Why are they in that relationship? Why are they doing that job when they know they could do so much better? Why is that person on the world stage doing that? Many people have got to fulfill things and do things of which we cannot understand. And one of the things I'm feeling strongly from spirit is we need to step back from it and stop sticking our beak in, sticking our nose into everything, trying to take too much on. There's an exhaustion here because we're all guilty of this at certain parts during January, especially, of taking too much on, of absorbing too much, either in your personal lives, external, the global. And in some cases, it's all of it. Excuse me, you've absorbed way too much energy, way too much stuff that's not yours, that's left you feeling like you can't handle things, left you feeling in a tiz. We've got 5 of Wands here, battles. I'm being shown the fact that there's been a new frequency hitting the planet. And this is also one of many reasons why there's so much stuff coming up. Because when light hits the planet, it's like the judgment card, it exposes things. And some of it were like, yay, I knew that was coming. And some of it's like, oh my God, this is horrific. And you also get behavior that rises up in people that can fight against that new light, that new love that wants to come in. Energy coming in, 3 of Wands. What do I want from my life going forward? Do I want to stay in this fight or flight energy? What can I do to make a change? So February is about what can I do to make a change? What can I do going forward? Processing January, letting it go. Because it also feels as though we're going to have to be able to move through these months, through these days at a quicker pace. Not work, 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 work. Guys, that's not what I'm talking about. But whereas in previous dense energies, we've stuck in certain things, we're not going to be given that opportunity now. It's almost like we're going to be required to pick ourselves up and go forward, pick ourselves up and go forward as we start to step into these new energies. Seven of Cups is illusion, delusion. It can also come up when there's many emotions coming up to the surface. It can come up when we're feeling pushed. 2 of Swords is a choice that needs to be made, a decision that needs to be made. I'm going to keep pulling. And an overwhelm. It feels too much. This is how I've got them on my table. It's too much. You're requiring too much of me. I can't do this. This is I'm being given the analogy of someone that's had a serious accident and then needing to learn to walk again. And it's like, I can't. The pain of putting my foot back on the ground, I can't stand it. I can't stand the fact that I'm going to put my feet to the ground and not be able to do it. I'm just too exhausted. The fight's gone from me. But ultimately, what comes after the 7 of Pentacles is the 8 of Pentacles, which is about getting the job done, that getting your head round that all is not lost, that yes, 3 cups have gone, that's fine, but there's still 2 cups standing here. The Queen of Wands is stepping out of arguments, stepping out of battles, not allowing herself to be manipulated, to be controlled, to be dragged into things, making sense of her internal battles as well. So February is about making sense of these battles. It's about going forward. There's also something here in relation to, women rising up, divine feminine energy rising up. um, the suppression that's come via the old damaged patriarchal energies. So we're going to be seeing more of that. And again, because of current energies within the world, maybe on some level we needed to be where we are for that to come up. And it's going to continue to come up. And that's also going to bring up toxicity because people don't like it. Even other women, believe it or not, don't like to see other women thriving. They don't like some women don't like to see other women thriving or doing well or speaking their truth or standing in their power, femininity and divinity. And that's why you'll see more women getting knocked down rather than women, or you'll see women getting blamed for the breakup rather than the man, when it could be a balance of things, or it could have been the man. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to bring up that kind of energy. Four of Cups, something coming. Yeah, what am I creating? What am I creating? As more and more people step onto a healing path and an awakening path, more and more people are becoming aware of what we put out into the world, we get back. There's also some mirroring work coming up. People not wanting to see certain emotions and shadow aspects. So being able to sit with those shadow aspects that come up. Um, when you do shadow work on a regular basis, you can get to a stage where you really enjoy it, where you have a shadow moment, whatever that looks like to you, and it's like, yes, this is a moment for me to go in and look at this, for me to heal that, for me to release it, for me to explore it, understand where it's come from. Shadow, speaking of shadow, we've got the moon. The moon also represents the divine feminine, the female. She's in line with the cycles, the female cycles. There's a lot of emotions coming up at the minute for women and the divine feminine frequency, which also resides within all of us, female and male. And the strength card, the strength to make those decisions that need to be made. Finding your strength. I know there's a lot of that, finding your strength at the minute, but literally that's the energy, finding the strength to make decisions. So, decisions about going forward, not putting things off, facing your shadow, facing your inner world, balancing the inner world. There's also going to be lots of things going on overseas. No shit, Sherlock. But there's a lot of activity in all the countries of the world. Um, a lot of shifting of energy. There's something coming up in February in relation to the waters and how we have goods delivered, or something about, I don't know, the channels, would you call them? Um, Interesting. February. February is the month of Valentine's Day, isn't it? And that can sometimes be triggering, and I don't know why. It's all about, making money. It is in some respects. It's lost its meaning. Um, but in February, you'll be got wherever you go, there's going to be pictures of love hearts, the colours of pinks and, I don't know, reds, and restaurants and pubs getting ready for their Valentine's deals and their meals. So take it away from the economy type stuff and the drive to spend. Take it into what it is. It's about love, self-love, love for yourself. When we see colours repeating and we see energy repeating. So when we go around, I don't know, a shopping centre and we see all the card shops with love hearts in, rather than going, meh, embrace that magic, embrace that romance. Because one of the things I'm feeling as well is that we need to start embracing more romance. Romance with another, romance with ourselves as well. So nourishing ourselves. Take if you're not with someone, taking yourself off for a solo date. That's becoming a popular thing. And that solo date can look different for everyone. It could be a trip to a bookshop and a coffee. It could be a clothes shopping trip. It could be going for your nails doing. It could be going for a walk with a friend, whatever it is your thing. So solo dates, dates with friends that uplift you, making time for the people that really get you. Because at the minute, people are exhausted because being surrounded by a lot of heaviness, people that just don't get you, people that just don't understand you. So February feels like a month of really looking at that calendar and deciding I want to go meet that person then, or I want to take myself off for a solo date. Because if ever we need to nourish ourselves, it's right now. Anything else for February 2025? It feels like it's a month that really goes quickly. I know it's got less days in it, but it's almost like the vision I'm getting is all these different people, it's all the world just going about their business, and February just going whoosh, over their heads. There's a lot of things that can just go over your heads um, without you really seeing it. This isn't about deep, dark, dangerous stuff. It's about energies and insights and switching off from the collective. No, switching off from the global stage, all well and good. But this is what I tell my clients when they build walls around themselves to protect themselves. Those same walls that you build to protect yourself, and I get it, it also keeps stuff out. So that's why people get isolated because they've built all the walls and nothing good comes in. They've built the walls because they've had bad relationships, so they can't get good relationships because there's walls up. So disassociation, remember the universe needs you to be specific. I don't want to know what's going on out there. Be careful because there's lots of insights here needed. Um, that's interesting. We shouldn't just be disassociating. We shouldn't be not when I say not watching, I mean we shouldn't be sat watching the news 24/7. But nope, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That's gonna bounce back. And it's be specific with the universe. I'm not talking about watching everything that there is because there's a lot of stuff going on, but I'm talking about being open. We are one unity consciousness. Let's do an oracle card. Ooh, straighten them up. So this deck is the Spirit Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and the tarot deck I was using was Tarot of Traditions. So February, 2 cards, including the bottom one. Ooh. Oh, now come on. One card falls out. The Healing Heart of my group healing. She did that on purpose. No, I didn't. You always get that now and again. The Healing Heart. Love, acceptance, romance. See how it works? And it's interesting, when that started to come out, I was going to get it back in because I wanted to shuffle and pull. And yellow is about joy. Gold is about being bright and vivid and, self-confidence. I get gold jewelry. Gold is associated with the rich and wealthy, but I'm not talking about the rich and wealthy. It's about stepping into your own wealth. Prophets and ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. So not switching off. Being open to receive. I like it. Confusion, that came up in the tarot reading. Past, unknown, known, the future, maybe, possibly, many choices, uncertainty. The world is very unsolid at the minute. It's all over the place. Have you noticed that everything's all over the place? It's like it's because it's breaking up. It's breaking up. And we knew this was going to happen. It's all breaking up, which is why it's very different to what your parents had. Very different to what grandparents had, great grandparents. It's not grounded anymore. The world is collapsing. Humanity as we know it is collapsing. But as it's collapsing, there's new ways of coming, new ways of being. So February is an interesting month. I'm going to take another card. I'm intrigued. Elementals, nature spirits, the four elements, playfulness, childlike behavior. Reconnecting back to the elementals, the fairies, the nature spirits. The magic, reconnecting back into magic and fun. The inner child that loved the great childhood stories and the great childhood films. The inner child that loved to play for hours. The inner child that could lose themselves mindfully in art, in craft, in playing, Barbies, whatever it was for you. I don't know, action men. Um, Being able to bring that back into your life. And you can't make it up, can you? Currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. Uncontrolled feelings. When we said let's switch humanity back on, again, be careful what you ask for because you might just get it. Uncontrolled feelings coming up. Hidden emotions, that could be anger, resentment, joy. It's all coming up. The more you try and suppress this, the bigger the current. And that, my friends, is February 2025, the group healing, remember, 11th and 12th. Thank you for watching. If you want to book a session with me, my website and stuff's below. Thank you for watching. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.